Hey, welcome back. This is the melee only account. My goals for the account are simple. Obtain the best endgame weapons and defeat all of the bosses, all while only relying on melee weapons. Last episode, we brought down Calamitous and Plantera. So this episode, we'll be acquiring new materials like ectoplasm, new weapons, and finally getting our revenge on that dang Siren. Hey everybody, thanks for coming to the live stream. I think I'm going to be heading to the dungeon today for some ectoplasm. Anytime I want to go anywhere, it's of course a Sandstorm. I wonder why nobody has said anything. Guys? Wait, are you serious? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I managed to forget to hit the go live button for a few minutes. So I'm just preparing to go over to the dungeon. Let me just quickly sell everything from the Dash of Scourge Kills from last episode, put away the drops from Plantera, and sort out my potions. The living shards from Plantera will be important, but I'm going to need a bit more materials to make them useful. After the defeat of either Calamitous or Plantera, monsters in the dungeon will now have a 1 in 8 chance to die and become a dungeon spirit, and drop a new type of resource, ectoplasm. In the base game, it will lead to some magic related armor, but in Calamity, we can combine ectoplasm with the essence drops to create cores of their respective types, Sunlight, Chaos, and Elum. Every new piece of equipment will use them. Then later, we'll need to combine all 3 cores to make cores of Calamity, which is required for more equipment. So needless to say, we'll need to grab as much ectoplasm as we can get. As a side note, while we were in the dungeon, I killed the Paladin, which dropped the Paladin Hammer and Shield. The hammer is a fast boomerang style weapon. We'll combine this with the Punish Hammer later. This shield is also a really interesting accessory. If you're playing Calamity on multiplayer, it allows you to take 25% damage in place of your allies. Considering that melee classes have the tankiest setups, give it a try if you're doing a melee run on a multiplayer. Also, with the bosses defeated, I now have access to the Biome chests. The Biome chests contain a powerful weapon unique to each of the biomes. Of course, the only 2 I'm interested in are the Crimson and Corruption Biome weapons, as they are the only 2 melee weapons. And guess what 2 keys I've got? The Crimson and Corruption keys. I've been trying to figure out why in the heck I've got those 2 keys specifically. I know I'm lucky, but I don't think it's fate. You know how I killed like a million walls of flesh for a warrior's emblem in the past? Turns out there was a silver lining to all of that, as Calamity adds a 10% chance for the wall of flesh to drop the Crimson and Corruption Biome keys. So as I continued farming for ectoplasm, I made my way over to the Corruption chest, and got myself a Scourge of the Corruptor, a javelin that splits into additional projectiles, each with the ability to bounce off walls and home in on enemies. This weapon is extremely effective in tight corridors like the dungeon, but lack hard hitting damage. Now, I totally forgot that the Crimson key is on the Sky Island, but I farm a bit of ectoplasm as I go searching. Wait, am I stupid? Oh! I'm an idiot! Oh no, guys, somebody should have told me. Oh god, it's always the island, dude. Here's the Crimson chest, and the weapon inside, vampire knives. And I know I just said that I hate how knife weapons have all sorts of damage types and I don't like them. But like, come on, they're vampire knives. They have a special effect where they heal you for 7.5% of the damage dealt. Considering how powerful health regen is on its own, this weapon changes the way we'll be fighting bosses for a little while. Okay, we're back at home with all the ectoplasm. Using the broken hero sword from Calamitous to make the true Excalibur, I can finally upgrade the weapon that carried me into hard mode. Here's the Arc of the Ancients. The arc fires stars with each swing. I can also empower the swing just as before with the parry mechanic. And reading the description of the weapon, there's one more mechanic to show you. If I hold up and click my right mouse button, it shoots a laser. So we got our hands on a couple cool new weapons. I wanted to go back and work on an item important for every Terraria run. There's a ton of statistics involved in Terraria, weather, time, moon phase, and so on. And there's an accessory per each set that allows you to see that information. Now, I've only got 6 accessory slots, and 1 slot is already reserved for the Cryo Stone. So instead, we can make an item called the PDA, which will give us access to all of that information and only take up 1 inventory slot. The only item I'm missing is the compass, so I'm going to take a quick trip to the snow biome to try to kill some undead Vikings. It's a 1 out of 50, or a 2% drop, so it might take a little while. What the heck? Oh god, okay, so with Calamitous dead, these things can spawn underground. And holy cow, okay, so I just got the compass that I was looking for, but also the armor digger dropped the Drayden's remote. I spoke about it before, but I thought this item was removed. Turns out it's removed in later versions of the mod, but not in my current version. So, Drayden's remote is a 33% drop, and just as I said before, spawns an empowered version of all 3 mech bosses at once, and I think it will be a good opportunity for me to test a new weapon, so we'll be fighting them soon. Real quick, let me just get everything together for the PDA and... dang it, stupid armor statue. So, PDA is complete. I'm going to enable the time and damage per second. So from now on, if you're curious about how I'm doing in a fight, you can see that information right below the map over here. So, before I take on all 3 mech bosses at once, let's get ourselves a bit of new armor. Chlorophyte ore was available after the mech bosses, but I kinda skipped over it. It'll be a small upgrade in terms of armor, along with the side effect of having a small crystal over my head that fires projectiles. I'll also start working on turtle armor, which will turn into beetle armor, a melee focus armor set, though we still have a few more bosses. With the armor upgrade, I'm going to take a crack at the Drayden's remote, and there's no better way to put it than to say that it's an endurance fight. While the bosses hit harder, my new weapons present a new way of fighting. I use the Scourge and the Arc for damage, and whenever my health gets low, I can switch to the Vampire Knives to recover. It's going pretty well. Here's the Twins down, Skeletron down, and now all I have to do is avoid the head and finish off the Destroyer. And dang it, it's got 2,313 HP left. I totally thought I could finish it off with the Arc. Oh well, there's no new drops from it, so there's not really a point other than bragging rights. And I don't really care that much. It seems I forgot one thing that heavily influenced my odds. My pineapple pet was hidden. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. I'm gonna go back to the ocean. The next on the list of bosses is the Siren, Anahita. It's the thing in the ocean that has beat me up over and over. But yeah, let's go quickly set up a platform and wait for the song. And I think it's time. Anahita's not a large threat herself, though causes confusion, which inverts your left and rights, ups and downs, making dodging extremely difficult. Once she's low, Leviathan arrives. Not gonna lie, the only thing I could think of is that the Leviathan is literally the most huggable wide boy in the game. Look at him, he's like 75% belly. Sorry. As Leviathan gets low, you have to fight both Leviathan and Anahita at the same time. Dodge carefully and nice and easy. And there we go. Not too bad. I did it! Yeah. But we defeated... Oh my gosh. Pirate map too? Oh, pirate map. Well, ain't that lucky. Which is really just going to be a source of cash for me. Otherwise, I'm back at home. Oh god, I killed the 100th bunny. And I mean, no one saw that. A quick kill of the pirate map for some money. So I'm on my way over to the Ashram infection biome for the next boss on our list, Ashram Auris. And during this point in the live, Bastion left me a really nice comment. I had some kind of gaming burnout, and I didn't really enjoy playing Terraria anymore. Then I saw your videos and made a melee character, and now I'm having a blast. I'm not really great at showing it, but I got emotional reading that. So if you've made it this far in the video too, thank you as well. Your support encourages me to keep going. Here's Ashram Auris. Here's a quick platform, and here's Ashram Auris, who likes to teleport on top of you. If you don't have a platform above your head, you get squished. Shoots a few projectiles, a homing explosive, but otherwise you run and dodge. And not bad once we decided that a platform was a good idea. Most of the important drops from the boss are magic related at this point, so no new upgrades. One last thing I wanted to address today was the fact that I haven't made the Ankh charm yet. It's an accessory that negates most, if not all, debuffs, and more importantly, it combines with the Obsidian Shield, then with a couple more boss drops to make the Asgard's Valor. Immune to most debuffs, no more knockback, and an improved dash that leaves an explosion. But I'm missing one more accessory for the Ankh charm, the Megaphone, a drop from pixies in the Hollow biome. Since I don't have an above ground Hollow, I'm going to set up a small farm really quickly so I can spawn the pixies. A quick stop back at home, I can make something called the Chaos Candle, which makes enemies spawn incredibly quickly. The Megaphone is a 2% drop though, so I hope I'm not going to be here too long. Oh, I hear a pixie. Oh wait! No. What is the luck on this account? People are gonna be so, oh god, you guys are so mad, I'm so sorry. So, we're already here at the end of the episode, and I have a question for you. You can go to answer on my community post or in the community tab on my YouTube page. Criticism had a suggestion that I wanted to ask all of you. There's an item that Leviathan and Anahita drops called the Community. As the item description states, it's an item that pays homage to, well, the community. How would you feel about switching the Cryostone out with the community, and if so, when? Leave me a comment on this episode or over in the community post about what you think. Anyways, we're heading to the jungle and into the temple for our next boss. See you soon.